We have a new gizmo to try out here. It's the new Pizzazz Plus pizza oven that sits on top of a table. Although you can make other things with it too, and I will be testing it out with other things over the weeks to come. But today is the first time I'm going to use it, and I'm going to make a pizza on it. So what I got a boba thin crust. I don't know how many's in there. One or two. It feels kind of thick. I like thin crust, but this feels awful thick. I'll open it up in a minute. And here's my spices and sauces. This sauce is not the one I normally buy, so I've never used it. It was on sale, and these days in the supermarket, you have to take what they have when it's on sale. I like a little parsley flakes. I like lots of oregano. The sauce says it has tomato and basil, so maybe I'll add a little bit extra. Some garlic powder, maybe some extra virgin olive oil. Then I think I'm going to add some frozen chopped up green peppers and some pepperoni and cheese, and we'll see how it goes here. So let me open this up and get started. Well, it said thin crust. There's only one in there, but to me, that's not a thin crust. That's like crust. I like thin crust, like a lot thinner here. But we're going to use it. Next time I'll buy a different brand because there were some more in the supermarket that were a lot thinner. But this looked a little bit better here. So let's start putting the ingredients on there. Okay. Well, I like a lot of sauce. So I like actually more sauce than cheese. So I did put a lot of sauce on there. And I did, I tried putting it on the pan, but the pan would wobble and everything and turn and this and that. So I'm going to do it on here, and then I'm going to try to slide it on to there and see how it goes. So, okay, we're pressing on. Okay, got my pepperoni on there. So I'm going to put that. Next, I'll put the other ingredients. All right. Okay, I got my parsley flakes, my garlic powder on there. I did have a little basil, but the container either comes out all at once. It doesn't sprinkle it very evenly, so I got globs of it on there, which I didn't intend. And lots of oregano. I like lots of oregano on my pizza there, so there it is. Okay, got the cheese on there. What do I have? I have 4 cheese pizza, a blend of all these guys here, shredded up here. So I think that's enough cheese. Maybe I could have done a little bit more. I have another bag here of an aged Italian blend, but that one isn't open yet. I'll save that for next time. We'll see how this one turns out here. So, okay, more coming up. Okay, I didn't use fresh peppers here, either red or green. I had some frozen diced peppers to use up, so I sprinkled a bunch of those on there. So that's what it is. So I think it's about ready here to go. I'm going to have to get it onto the tray here without doing too much damage. All right, I can't work the phone and the tray at the same time. Hold on. Okay, here it is. We had it set for 14 minutes. I'm checking to see how it is. It's turning at least. And maybe you can see the heating elements. Well, they're not quite heated up yet. There, so even though I have it set on dual, so I hope they heat up. I can feel some heat coming out of it, but they're not red hot yet. So, okay, hope it's not a flop. You never know. All right. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, the heating elements, at least the top one, is red hot now. You can't really see the bottom one because it's underneath of the plate. You can't really see it. And I think what's going to happen is the center won't get as done as the outer edges. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe if I had a smaller one, the center would get more heat, but I'm thinking the center is not going to be done very much. We shall see. Well, we're down to about 6 or 7 minutes. Still looks like it has a ways to go yet. That's nowhere near the way I like it. I like to see brown, crispy edges here. So we may have to add more time here for sure. All right. Okay, here's the instruction booklet. And also I wanted to show you on the back, there are some general instructions there also for pizza. So if you don't have the book handy, you can look on the back there. But yeah, we're down to 4 minutes. Ways to go yet, ways to go. All right. Well, the bell just sounded and you can see it's starting to get crispy over there, but not the way I want it. And like I said, the center, it didn't really get the center done. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up and give it another 5 minutes here, because you got to turn past 4. See what that does here. But it's getting there. It's getting there. You know, like I said, I put a lot of stuff on. I didn't add any extra olive oil because I thought the sauce, I put a lot of sauce on there and it looked, you know, kind of fluidly, or a lot of, you know, not watery, but, you know, it wasn't real chunky or anything like it needed any extra olive oil. So, but I like the cheese to get more bubbling up and brown and that type of stuff here. So that's what I'm waiting for. Okay, pressing on. Well, you can see there's some cheese bubbling up, but it's all around the edges here. In the center, not much happening in the center. Yeah, it's melted, and I presume it's hot, but it's not like the edges are here. So how much time do we have left? Still got about 3 minutes, a little bit over 3 minutes left. It's getting there. It's getting there to the way that I like it. Yeah, I want that cheese to be brown. And I'd like more center stuff done, but oh well. Press on here. Okay, just got back to 0. Still not done. It's getting there. It's getting there. I might give it, you know, another 2 minutes or so on there. See what it does. Now, the only other drawback that I can see is once it's done, I'm going to slide it over to the pizza pan, I hope, so I can cut it. Well, it isn't like in an oven where you can throw it back in the oven after you turn the oven off and it keeps warm. I mean, you can't cut it on that tray because that's sitting on one little pivot in the middle of it there. So it may not work, and I don't want to turn the oven on. That's the idea, is not to turn the oven on. And as far as how much heat this puts out, well, I'm standing right next to it. It's not like you know, an over amount of heat. I mean, there is some heat going into the room here, but I would guess most of it's being absorbed by the pizza. But the pizza's getting there. It's getting there. It's getting to the way that I like it there. Extra crispy. Okay. Okay, it just turned off and the bell rang, but the tray keeps rotating. So I guess what you can do is, if you want, you can leave it rotating while the heating coils cool off. But that looks pretty done to me. And the only way you can stop that rotation is to pull the plug out, which I'm going to do here momentarily. But you can still see it's still bubbling up as it's going around here. So I forgot that, but maybe I could have dropped off another minute or two and just let it rotate to get that leftover heat to work on it then. All right. And I'm going to need 2 hands here to get it onto the tray, I hope. So I'll have to put the camera down. Okay, I got it onto the pizza pan, no problem. All right, got to cut it up now. Okay, I'm going to try to look at the bottom on here and see. You can see, yeah, it's kind of, it's not that bad. It looks darker on the camera than it is in person, but I think it might be pretty good. Okay. Well, the verdict is quite good. I'm going to freeze that last piece, but turned out quite well. And the center was done fine. Crispy the way I like it. I could have done maybe a minute or 2 less and just let it rotate while the coils are cooling down. But for me, it's a winner. Yeah, very good. Like I said, the more stuff that you put on there, I put a lot of sauce on there, then it's going to take longer. But worked out just fine. I like it. I'm impressed, and I'll be using it, trying it out for other things. All right. Bye-bye.